Queen. Welcome. Come on in this room. So, listen, this is day 3 of Kids Boot Camp, okay? And depending on what day of the week that you've started the program, if you started it on a Sunday, you just might be on lesson 4 today. But if you started it on a Monday because you did it by yourself, or you just, hey, you know what? I'm going to try this out with Lady Love in this group today. So you started, whenever you started, lesson 3, okay, is what we're going to be talking about today. All right, here in Kids Boot Camp, Sacred Sexy Community. Okay, so lesson 3 is about loving thyself. All right, now I don't know if you had an opportunity to go and purchase your Kids Boot Camp book from Amazon. If you're not physically taking the class with me right now, then you can go to Amazon and purchase your Sacred Sexy Guidebook for $4.99, and then you can still hit me up. Even if you don't plan on coming to the program, or you live in a different part of the world and you can't physically be with me, you can still hit me up throughout your own self-education of Kids Boot Camp, okay? Ask me any questions that you may need answers to, any support to get through the lesson plans that you may need, you can still hit me up for that, okay? So, but today, and this is my instructor's manual, okay? So today we're talking about loving thyself. All right, and so the lesson directions are: all ladies must actively participate. I don't be trying to threaten you too much here. Okay? So the directions is: all ladies must actively participate. All right. So today, I encourage you to find a photo of yourself. Okay? Find a photo of yourself, whether it's a photo from way back when, or it's a recent photo. Yes, Queen, it's very, very important for you to find that photo, because we are going to use it in lesson 5. All right, again, today's lesson, today on day 3, lesson 3, all right, we are going to be loving thyself, okay? Not to mention up in here while I'm recording it, it is a wonderful Women's Crush Wednesday. And so I'm crushing on myself, baby. Check me out. You see my LadyCEO hat, Lady Love hat, Kids Boot Camp shirt. Can't see my little jeans, my little shoes. Let me see. Let me get you. Oh, you see that, sis? Yes. Get cute and post a picture of what you got going on. All right, today on this wonderful Women's Crush Wednesday. Okay, let's get back to it. So, if you're doing Kids Boot Camp, if you're going through the program, whether you have purchased the book yourself online on Amazon, or you are physically going to take the class, take the training with us beginning on August 9th, or the next class after that, the class only runs once a month for 12 participants for 14 days, okay? So it's every second Sunday of the month. That's when the class starts, and then, for 14 days, and then it ends on that Sunday, all right? So, but today we're going to be talking about getting into learning about your tools as a woman, okay? Learning how to be your own cheerleader, of course, because you cannot expect the only praises you get is from someone else when you do a good job. No, Queen. We have to learn how to be our own cheerleaders, okay? And next is acknowledging your body. All right, so there's several different things amongst those categories that I just talked to you about. It's several different things, like a makeup tutorial. Some slight. As you can see, I don't really do too much makeup myself. A little lipstick here, a little eyeshadow right there, a little mascara. That's all, sis. So I'm going to have someone come and sit with us and teach us how to do a slight beat, a little something for when it's time for us to go out into the world, or we got a little date. We want to get all cute for our spouse, no matter your situation, okay? You want to get cute for your spouse. You can stand at it sometimes, sis. And so we're going to have an instructor to come and show us how to do a little light beat, all right? Okay, you here for it? Okay. All right, we're also going to have a hair and nail tutorial, natural hair and nail tutorial, just to show you some different ways of maintaining in between going to the salon, if that's what you do. Okay, we're also going to get into mental power prayers. So you're going to learn how to be more intentional about your prayers and meditating and your thought process and your affirmations. You're going to be more intentional after this exercise. Okay, and then being your own cheerleader, you got to love how you look. So that's why that picture comes into play. Now, choose a cute one, sis. I'm gonna talk to you about the ones that you think that's not cute later on, but today ain't the day. We loving on ourselves today. Okay, so choose one that you love. That's all right, good enough for you. All right, and post it. Like I said, get cute, post it for me, and I'll find your picture that you're gonna want to use in lesson 5. Okay, and then loving the skin you're in. We're going to be talking about, different ways that you can maintain your skin when it comes down to your hygiene. Not to say, I'm not trying to say you dirty, goddess. I'm not saying that, queen. You're not dirty. What I'm saying is some things that we don't particularly think about when it comes down to our hygiene and grooming ourselves. And then some of us don't think about these things, and some of us look at it and be like, oh, that's corny. Ain't nobody do that's bougie. Ain't nobody doing that. But I'm telling you that these things are imperative to the way our skin glows, how healthy it is. And trust and believe, listen, because Lady Love, I got eczema. Okay, I have eczema, and it flares up more than other times as the seasons are changing. So in the midst of those seasons, like right now, we're in summer, but we were transitioning into summer, so my skin was like, okay, sis, we're preparing for it. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to dig deeper into my stash because I'm trying to slowly get away from man-made medications and start using the natural resources of the earth. So I have a bunch of natural oils that I use in some of the Sacred Sexy products in the store. But I went back into those things because, look, it worked. It worked. So today in lesson 3, talking about loving thyself, we're also going to be speaking about the proper way, or better way to enhance your grooming process, meaning exfoliation, washing. It's ways that you exfoliate. It's ways that you wash, queen. You don't just rub your skin when you wash, when you rinse, and especially when you moisturize. Oh, drying off in between, you pat instead of rubbing. There's a reason for that. Okay, so we talk about those things. And then acknowledging your body, just a basic overview, because we're all grown here. You understand what I'm saying? And we've all experienced the different things that our body takes us throughout the years of becoming a woman and all of that stuff. But in the back of the book, there is, because you'll be surprised how many women know how to do it, but they don't do it correctly, or they do it, it's not effective. Or either they just have the tools and they doing their best with them. No one has ever taught them how to properly use these things. So in the back of the book, when it gets down to acknowledging your body, we get into maintaining your sexy and getting educated about you by diving into shaving properly and your menstrual cycle. We talk a lot about that. And we talk about ovulation and also your sex drive. Listen, these things have turned into taboo conversations, but here at Kids Bootcamp, we raise all of that. We raise awareness to all of that, because that all of that in totality is the woman. You have to understand yourself when it comes down to your cycle and the phases of the moon and how your hormones are affected and what you're supposed to be doing. As a woman, you are required to get in tune with all of that. You are Mother Earth. You are the earth. And so you have to know your elements and how to maintain your structure. You understand what I'm saying? To birth new creations, whether it be human creations or the other things in the world, projects, different variables in your life, relationships, whatever it is you are attempting to birth out of your life. All right, queen? You have to structure yourself in a certain type of way. And Kids Bootcamp is here to enhance the things that you already know or educate you on the things that you may not have known. Okay? So also in lesson 3, today we get into chakras. I'm a master Reiki healer, and so I do a lot of healing within myself and others, focusing on the center of powers within our body. There are more than 7 chakras. Okay, and we'll talk about that in Kids Bootcamp Volume 2. But in Kids Bootcamp Volume 1, in Lesson 3, we talk about the 7 chakras. And then we go over their power. And I also introduce you to Reiki. Some people say Reiki, some people say Reiki. I also introduce you to that field of study and lessons as well. Okay. Now, as we end our lesson of today, all right, we get into the spiritual laws, universal laws, okay? So as we end the lesson of today, we start talking about the spiritual law of attraction. And 2 days ago in lesson 1, we talked about the spiritual law of detachment. And so attraction is the opposite of detaching. You understand what I'm saying? So now that we have detoxified our life, whether we've done it already or we've thought about it and we have an idea of what we need to do, and so you're convicted, whether you know it or not. Your soul is now convicted because you have set apart those things in your life that hold you down. And you know exactly what they are, and you know them by name. So now the real work begins. We begin fighting those things off and reintroducing ourselves to better ways. Okay? We are restoring ourselves, seeking renewal, baby, and it's coming. Okay? So the basic law of attraction, I'm going to read you a little bit. The vibration you release is made up of your consciousness and unconsciousness energy. Some repellent, some magnetic, some neutral. The underlying law is like attracts like. Okay, and we attract into our lives people and situations that have similar vibrations to our own. Okay, so that's just a little bit of the spiritual law of attraction, and we start talking, we get down deep into it, and we start identifying more about ourselves, right? Because this lesson is about loving thyself. So we can be more conscious about what we put into the atmosphere when it comes down to attracting people, places, and things into our lives, okay? We also talk about the spiritual law of manifestation, universal law of manifestation, okay? If you follow me on my LadyCEO digital page, I do a lot on manifestations. Monday, I have a whole day dedicated to it. So if you want to check out some videos on manifesting Mondays, you can check out my LadyCEO digital page on YouTube and also LadyCEO digital page on Facebook to just find those videos on manifesting Monday. And I have one in particular that was pulled directly from this book, and it's about the steps of manifestation, okay? And I'm just going to briefly go over them right now. So here's a few steps towards manifesting your desired outcome in life or your career, okay? So the steps are: be still and listen to your guidance, all right? Be very clear and exact about what it is you want. Relax and visualize yourself receiving what it is you want. Align your vibration to what you wish to manifest. Have total faith that it is on its way to you with your desired manifestation. And then last, take any necessary action to make this thing happen. That ties into the scripture about faith without the work being dead. Okay, so you got to take any necessary action in righteousness to see your dreams manifest, all right? And then I leave you with the powerful prayer tip, okay? Because everything that we're doing here in Kids Boot Camp, whether you're doing it with me or you're doing it by yourself, or you're not even doing Kids Boot Camp, you're about to launch a business, you're about to change directions in your life, whatever the case may be, baby, let me tell you that the reason why you're doing those things and you are working towards it right now, even though you can't really see everything that you are working towards, you can't see it, but you're working for it, that is faith. That is faith. And subconsciously, you pray that these things will manifest in your life. So I'm here to tell you how to make that prayer you praying a lot more powerful. Okay? How to make that prayer you praying a lot more powerful. You want to listen? Okay, since I got you here, sis, right? Okay, let's keep it safe and sexy. Okay, so tips for a powerful prayer is to be clear, be real, walk in faith, be open to receiving, don't act small, and be grateful. Okay? All of these things you are doing in real time in preparing for the manifestation that's coming. You have faith that this prayer and the work that you are doing is going to result in that delightful manifestation in your life and career. And you have to pray on it. Pray on it. Press on those issues. If you wake up early in the morning between 3 and 4, it's the likeness in the universe. Okay? You are able to get up in the moment, even if you got to go back to sleep, get up in that moment and pray on it. Be grateful for what you have already. Give praises to the Lord. Thank God for the opportunity to even think, have clarity enough to envision what it is you would like to see in your life. Okay? That's important. Okay. And so, the lesson of the evening, because the takeaway assignment, is to come together, and we're going to meet up in one of our remote locations, and we're going to do a little bit of physical exercise, okay? Because we have to understand that this journey that we're on, seeking transformation, is a holistic journey. So it takes your mind, as in the lesson plans and talking about these things. It takes your body, being physical, adding on to the transformation, the inner transformation that you are seeking, okay? And then it takes your soul, all right? You have to connect with your inner self, your inner being. And if you connect with your inner being, then ultimately you are connecting to the Most High. Now, some of us may say, hey, my soul is dark. Hey, my soul is heavy. Hey, I'm just not feeling it in my soul. Then that is the point where you have to detoxify. You have to detoxify yourself from what you're seeing, from what you're eating, from what you're doing, from where you're going, and the people in your life, to start a restoration process, to renew and strengthen your spirit, so the connection between you and the Most High can have less distractions, can be heard way better with less distractions. It's very, very, very important. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we not only do lesson plans, and we also come together for physical assignment as well. And we exercise a little bit. It's low impact exercising. It's sets of 25. You can do more if you like. But we have a very, very relaxed exercise plan. It's just to get you moving, you know? Because back in 2016 rather, I was 240 pounds. You heard me. I was 240 pounds. And so I had to make a decision because, baby, I had fluid behind my knee and I had plantar fasciitis on my left foot. So I was walking like this at one point. And then my back had a nerve to hurt because, you know, I'm a nurse. So I'm rolling people, got all this weight on me. And then I had to take an honest look at my family because my mother suffered weight issues. My father, who recently passed 3 years ago, passed away and suffered with weight issues. And neither of them have this very, very toxic spirit. I mean, my mama got flaws and my daddy had some too, but it's not toxic. My father was a church-going man and everything. So what was missing in his journey? It was the physical detoxation and restoration and renewal. It was physical. So when I look back at all of these things, and as I went into later on in 2016, and I started having relationship problems, my family separated, my mental was messed up. I was stuck in a comfort zone. I wasn't going as hard as I should have been, and then I lost everything. And I realized that the only energy that was still present in my life beyond my kids was this ultimate energy. It was God. It was the universe. And through that, not being able to reach out to my homegirls, not to say that they ain't tried, they probably didn't know what was going on, but I knew that they couldn't help me because they hadn't had that experience. And when we would be in conversations, it wasn't adding up. I felt like I would be bringing too much to the table. And at that point, I realized that I didn't have anyone at this point in my life that I can reach out to and be like, hey, look, listen, I need some support. I need some advice. My whole world has changed. My family has separated. I'm losing my home. I feel out of alignment, honey. And I didn't have anyone to encourage me or help me get realigned in my spirit. And so all I had was the universe. And from those situations in my life birthed Kiss Boot Camp. Because the universe told me I had to learn how to keep it sacred and sexy. And that was okay. And so now I'm here telling you the same thing. Same thing, Queen. If you are in a point in your life where you just feel like, hey, maybe you ain't never been here before. And it's a little different for you. And you want to get in an environment with some like-minded women. Someone who can encourage you, hold you accountable, help you strengthen yourself. The Kids Boot Camp is for you. Okay? Now maybe you never even thought about changing the direction of your life and career. Maybe you are absolutely fine with what you've been doing. But you see some type of interest. Your spirit is telling you, hey, maybe you should come and check this out. Then go on and register. Both of you, go on and register. Okay? Definitely. This is for women who are seeking mind, body, and soul transformation in their lives and careers. We like to say snatch back. If you need to snatch back, baby, no matter how much you need to do it, because the program is free. If you want to come through every month to snatch back, then that's fine with me. Because I'm here for you. And this is Kids Boot Camp. You already know. Lesson 3, loving thyself, baby. Don't forget to find that picture so you can have it ready for lesson 5. If you are taking the class next month, starting on August 9th, then I welcome you already. Let me know your size so I can get you your shirt and your mask and your gift bag ready. Just let me know. I hope to see you soon. Okay? And until then, keep it sexy.